Folks, welcome back. My name is Rudy. You're watching Alpha Investments. On Alpha Investments, I'm Rudy, and what we do is we talk about the pops, the drops, things that go in twirly bird circles, things that manipulate your stepsister, things that do nothing at all, and the things that are boring, and the things that get you all wound up in the emotional tingles. Today's news update and everything is you guys are blowing me up, wanting me to respond to this whole doing the x-ray scanning of Pokemon boosters and now collectibles, and the end is near, and I can't believe it, and I'm just going to pull my own hair out, make my own hair pizza, and I'm going to eat it on my own face, and all this. This is a very, I think this is really just a dramatic, blown out of proportion, silly thing. There's a lot of context to the situation that is not as simple as just saying, oh, look, I can just x-ray every pack, I can find everything. There are pros and cons to this whole thing, and it's more complicated than people are just getting emotionally wound up on the internet about. Enough of you all have been sending me this links and videos. We need to kind of get a few things. I want to give you my opinion immediately. Okay, in the particular example of taking an old Pokemon base set pack, putting in some scanning, whatever machine you want to use, and being able to see the outline of a hollow metal card. Yes, that's an interesting way to cheat the system. Okay, cool. But it's more complicated than that. You can't exactly just take every booster pack there is. There's a lot of assumptions that have to be made here. If you have a Magic the Gathering Lord of the Rings holiday special or Lord of the Rings collector pack, that's maybe $50 for a pack, okay? You can't exactly scan that pack the same way that this guy is scanning an old Pokemon pack, okay? Now, if you want to show me a video where someone's going to take a Lord of the Rings collector pack of Magic the Gathering, leave it sealed and scan it, and you want to identify every card in the pack, then I'll be impressed. The only problem is, now you've got 15 cards of different type of foils, metals, and layers and textures, where versus a regular Pokemon pack, you've got pretty much all the normal 12 to 15, whatever many cards are in that particular pack you use. Was it a base set? Was it jungle? Whatever it was. And, you've got a bunch of regular cards and then one holo card. So in that particular example, it is a lot easier to see the outline of the holo and the metal and the kind of that layer on that particular card. Still kind of an interesting thing that you can pull it off, though. I mean, still, I don't think anyone should be really that blown away by it. I mean, this has been discussed. I remember people talking about this years ago, being able to x-ray and scan things in the medical field if you use packs of cards. I don't know why suddenly it's like a real thing. Maybe because it's on YouTube. It's YouTube. It's got to be true. You can't, number one. So, first, as everyone has always said since the dawn of time, you don't buy loose booster packs. Do we really need to go back to the same thing for the last 10 years on this channel about Rudy saying you never buy loose single packs? Like, is this still a thing? Now, if you're going to buy loose packs, you better go to like a local store where you know the people or the employees and they're not scumbags. Because if you're going on eBay or TCG Player and buying a random loose pack, I mean, honestly, bro, dude darts. Like, I'm gonna hit you in the face with 20 dude darts. What are you thinking? Like, is anybody going on eBay saying, I'd like to buy one loose collector pack today of Assassin's Creed. Beep, boop, 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 ching. I remember there's always a slot machine pull handle. I don't know why. It's just fucking part of my brain. And it's just, it's like, I don't, so that's the thing that always grabs my attention of, like, who's going out and only buying collectibles in random loose packs? That's always been a thing to me. So that's the other thing is, we've talked about for 10 years, you buy the industry standard. In Pokemon, that's sealed ETBs or sealed booster boxes. That is the industry standard for the last 25 years of Pokemon. Magic the Gathering, it is the sealed booster box or the play box or the collector box or, you don't have to worry about commanders or precons because there's no randomization. But that is the industry standard. Nobody's saying, Rudy, I'm going to hoard and invest and collect like you. I've got a basement in my ex-wife's house. The stepsister always goes down there and does laundry. Some issues with the washer dryer, I don't know why. And I'm going to only hoard loose packs. No boxes. I'm going to take thousands of random packs and I'm just going to stack them all over the place around the washer and dryer. Yeah, I like washer and dryers. Like, no one's doing that. Like, it's like a meme. Like, so first, 99% of the market doesn't buy loose packs. So this entire thing is already kind of silly to me. Okay, number two, again, the context of this situation, you need a right type of pack, the right type of circumstances, the right set of cards. Now, I don't know how this would work with sports. Maybe sports would be definitely more interesting because there's different thickness of cards and inserts and things. Maybe sports cards, this would be a lot more logical on. But I don't see it with like Magic the Gathering. I guess if you open all your collector boxes and you scan all the packs, and maybe I guess you could search for the one card that has a serialization stamp, right? In the middle of the card, you could look for the serialized stamp. It's going to be metal and raised on top of the card. But again, like, am I going to go to Rudy's third floor basement warehouse ball sack? And am I going to say, okay, all right, team, this is what we're going to do today. We're going to take Rudy's heavy bags of 5,000 packs of every collector box. We're going to open everything. No more sealed product. And we're going to put all the packs on this table, and we're going to start scanning, doing x-ray scanning of all the packs. Like, I don't know anyone's going to start opening all their sealed product to scan packs. Like, so there's a lot of things to this thing that are just a little, maybe, and again, I think the sports world maybe, because I think they have like fancy briefcases where you open it up and there's like one pack, or maybe there's more context to other particular categories. But like, I mean, even in the world of Weiss, like in Weiss, people are sketchy even buying a loose box instead of a sealed case. Like, I don't even know a single human that would buy individual packs of Weiss. Like, who's going on eBay and saying, you know, Rudy, instead of buying Pokemon Evolutions, blister packs, or sealed boxes, I'm going to go online and buy one booster pack. And then I'm going to scan it. And I'm going to return it if I don't have a holo. Like, is there even any sales of people, like, is there even more than one single pack of Pokemon, I don't know, Evolutions or Breakpoint or Ancient Origins? Are people buying even more than one pack a month? Like, are there weekly sales of even a single pack? Like, that is the Rudy rebuttal of attitude of, number one, what kind of customers are just collecting loose products that aren't even in boxes? Number two, this doesn't apply to all the products. Like, it just doesn't, I don't understand how you could use this on everything. You see what I'm saying? Like if there's, like, what would be a good example? Okay, like in Flesh and Blood, if there's a pack with a rainbow foil and a cold foil, or maybe a rainbow foil, and maybe the ancillary slot has a second rainbow foil. If there are multiple holos and foils in like a Fab pack, a Flesh and Blood pack, like a new Misty set, like, is the X-ray machine going to be able to tell the difference between the layers of that metal smushed together versus the exact example that was used on YouTube, which is one pack with all non-holos, and they can see the one main outline of a holo, which is pretty cool. But I think people haven't fully thought this through and are immediately saying, well, this is the end of days, Rudy. I've gone ahead and taken all my cards. I've gone back to Jeff Bezos' ex-wife's house. I've returned everything. I am now working the Wendy's drive-thru, and my mailing address is Wendy's-dumpster in the back. Like, I don't think that's really a thing. Like, we have memes and jokes, but I don't think anyone is truly saying, oh, wow, this is a game changer. Like, this isn't anything new. People have talked about this 5, 10, 20 years ago. It just feels almost a little publicity stunty, and it feels like a lot of people who don't seem as educated and detail-oriented to really think through situations in different contexts are really putting enough effort into this. It just seems like almost a headline-grabbing, dramatic thing for clicks and views, and the end is near. The amount of times in this 10 years I've been on YouTube talking about either cardboard is dead, this is going to ruin this is why Pokemon is dead, Scarlet Violet, this is why XY era is going to ruin Pokemon, Magic is going to burn to the ground, Hasbro, reserveless. It's been a non-stop 9 to 10 year path of just, there's always something new that's the end of the world. I don't know what it is with human infatuation, with everything coming to an end. And any day, Rudy, stock market's going to hit zero. Is the stock market at zero? Are we there? Oh wait, it's all-time high? Well, that doesn't fit the narrative. We're going to crash soon. It's all a bubble. Is it a bubble? Of course it is. Everything's a fucking bubble. Doesn't mean it's going to crash. Bubbles can go on longer than we're alive. It's just, it's weird. The humans and meat popsicles, we're obsessed with trying to find something that's going to end it all. I don't know what it is with human infatuation with that stuff, It's just a weird psychological. There are things in this world that don't make sense. And to me, I'm sorry, this is a nothing burger. Yes, it can be applied to certain situations. Yes, the x-ray and scanning of certain things technically, yeah, you can see in certain types of packs. I don't know anybody who's just keeping giant nets of loose packs, but okay. Thanks for watching, folks. Please just make your own opinions, make your own judgment, think for yourself, and please apply things you see on the internet with different detailed situations, apply different scenarios, apply different contexts of things to make sure that you think things through versus just, Rudy, I'm going to take an entire sealed booster box and I'm going to put the whole thing in a scanning machine. And I'm going to see through every layer of metal and material. Okay. Now, if someone can give me a video of a Magic the Gathering collector box of 12 packs, and you can go through every single pack, and you can tell me a list, every single card in it, and then open the pack on camera without any cuts and prove it to me, then I'll be impressed. Anyways, have a beautiful day, everybody. It's a beautiful world out there.